Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today, we just gonna talk about, how to level up in life. This is just a video getting to know me more and just some game. I'm just gonna give you some straight game, and remember, take notes on this video because this video is gonna be action-packed, bro. Like, it's gonna be life-changing 100%. But make sure you grab a pen and a piece of paper because my mentor always told me, what's written is retained. So if you want to retain any type of knowledge, you got to make sure you write it down. And I want you guys to understand that life is 90% mindset. Like, when I was playing basketball, I thought it was all about your skill. I thought it was all about your shot. I thought it was all about, practicing, putting the work in. But then, when I got older, I realized there was other players that put in less work than me, but was better than me. And I was like, how did this person put in less work than me, but is better, and he plays more, and the coaches believe in him more? And then that's when I realized it's all mindset. It's all belief. It's all mindset and belief at the end of the day. It's not even really about action, about what you can do, the skills. That's the other 10%. The 90% is your belief, your mindset. And you have to have the belief and the mindset that you can do anything in life. And I don't want nobody to tell you guys that you can't do something. You're not able to do it just because you got this type of background. You can't do this because you got this type of skin color. You can't do this. No, bro. You can do it. You can do what any human did on earth, except for Jesus Christ, because he was just different. He's half human, half God. You feel me? But other than Jesus Christ, you can do whatever anybody did. Whatever human being did on this earth, you can do. You just have to have the belief and the mindset. And what separates a lot of people, the 99% and the 1%, is just this right here. It's the mindset. It's not even really the talent or the skill. Yeah, you can put in more work than somebody else, but it's only so much work you can do. Now, if you can have the mindset and the work, then man, that's a different breed right there. I'm not going to say don't have the work ethic. Of course, work ethic is very important. But the mindset, the belief, always going to be talent. And you got to have the belief that you can do anything. Like I said, you got to believe in yourself because nobody else is going to believe in you. You got to make sure that you believe in yourself so much that other people is going to think you're crazy. Like, if I told you my goals in the next 3 years, 99% of you guys watching this video is going to say you're insane. You're crazy. That's never going to happen. And that's how you know that you set high standards and high goals, is when other people think it's crazy. When you tell your family members and they think, oh yeah, he's crazy. This not going to happen. And guess what? It might not happen. Who knows? But I believe in myself. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Aydan Chatman. I'm so sorry to interrupt the video. This video is about getting the best shape of your life and having the right mindset. It is super important to love what you see in the mirror and be confident in your physique. But most guys, they don't even have the right structure, the right system, and they don't even know where to start. Listen, if that's you, text me right now at 713-637-9225. Once again, 713-637-9225. Text me your name and where you are right now on your fitness journey, and I'll reach right back out to you. Let's get right back into the video. And that's all that matters. If you believe in yourself, that's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. It's your belief and your mindset. Listen, my mentor once told me, you will never out-earn what you believe that you think you can make. So if you think you only can make this amount of money, that's how much you're going to make. Now you can say, oh, I believe I can make, 20,000 a month. I believe I can make, this a month. But the thing is, do you really believe it? Do you really have belief in yourself? Because I'm telling you, the belief everything. And what your heart really thinks and believes, it's gonna come into reality. So you gotta have that belief and that mindset that you can achieve anything and anything is possible. And listen, the only thing holding you back is yourself. Nobody else is holding you back but yourself. You know, you got all this leashes and all this type of different things that's holding you back. And you're the only person with that. You're the only, you know how a dog got, a leash and they being held back? Like they can't even go attack another dog because they got a leash? A lot of you guys got about 15, 20 different leashes just holding you back from greatness, from getting to your dream life, from getting to where you really want to get to. A lot of you guys got leashes. And you guys need to find these leashes, know exactly what's holding you back, and cut them off. And go after greatness. Go after what you need to get to. And I'm going to tell you this. You might not know your leashes. It might take time for you to figure it out. Like, for example, one of my leashes was smoking weed. That was holding me back for the longest. And I actually thought, I was telling myself in my brain, oh, this is good for me. This is helping me. That's the best excuse a lot of people love to use. It's helping me. It's making me better. Man, it's really holding you back. It's slowing you down. That's the honest truth. And all change starts with truth and honesty. You can't change. You can't become a different person. You can't get your dream life if you don't change. And all change starts with truth and honesty. So be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror. Why are you still stuck in the same spot? Why you been stuck in the same spot for the last 5 or 10 years? Because something's holding you back. And you know what it is. Deep down inside, you really know what it is. And I want you to let that stuff go. After this video, put down all the things holding you back. Put down everything. And chase after your dream life. Go and get your dream life. Because you only got one life. Understand that you're not going to have another life. You only got so much time to live. People die younger and younger every single day. At the beginning, people was living 300, 400 years. People was living a long time. Nowadays, you only get 70 years if you're very lucky, if you really are healthy, if you take care of yourself. But it might be shorter than that. With all these phones and different things like that, like, life is short. And you never know your end time, you never know your end date. And you gotta really make sure that you're going hard every single day. And not only just going hard, but going after your dream life. And stop staying in the same spot, being stuck in the same exact spot. And I know that feeling because I was there for years. I was just trying to level up so bad. I wanted to do anything to level up. But the thing is, I wouldn't let go of the things that was holding me back to level up. Now, if you truly want to level up, it starts with truth and honesty. It starts with becoming a better version of yourself. It starts with setting higher standards for yourself. A lot of you guys' standards is so low, it's ridiculous, man. You guys will fall for anything. You only fall to your standards. Like, you can set high goals, but if your standards isn't high, you're gonna fall to your standards. So it don't matter what type of goals you set that's high and I want to do this, I want to achieve this. If your standards isn't high, if your standards is not matching your goals, you're gonna fall to your standards. And a lot of you guys set low standards for yourself. And you gotta start setting non-negotiables in your life. Like, what are you gonna do every single day that's a non-negotiable? You're gonna do it no matter how you feel, no matter what comes up in your life, you're gonna still show up. For me, that's the gym. For you, it could be just reading. It could be anything. It could be eating the right food. Making sure you hit your protein goal. Making sure you doing the right thing. It could be whatever. But set standards for yourself. Set non-negotiable things that you're going to do no matter what happens in life. And I promise you, if you continue to do these things, you're going to get to the life you want to get to. Like, if you study, learn, become better, I'm telling you, your life is going to level up. You know, a lot of people in this world is not getting better. You know, a lot of people is just staying stuck. 99% of people is just, you know, they're not going to grow. They're going to be the same person that they was last year. The same person as they was 3 years ago. And they're not going to level up. A lot of you guys said you wanted to do this. You wanted to do that. In 2026, I'm going to do this. But it never happened. And listen, the only way you level up is, like I said, mindset, belief. The belief that you can level up. A lot of you guys don't even believe you can change. That you believe that you can get to the next level. And it all starts here. In order to have it in reality, it starts here. Fix your mindset. Fix your thinking. Become a better version of yourself. That's why I preach every single day. If you watch my Instagram, 1% better each day. Build brick by brick by brick. And the reason I preach that message is because if you better than the day you was yesterday, over a course of time, you're going to be a whole different human being. 5 years from now, if you get better every single day, bro, you're going to be unrecognizable. You're going to be a whole different human being. 3 years is 1,000 days. 1,000 and some days, I think like 60 days. So if you get better every single day, don't matter in what area, it could be in mindset training, it could be in fitness, it could be spiritually, emotionally, it don't matter. Just get 1% better. Just get better at something. It don't matter what it is. Because eventually, if you keep stacking those wins, man, you're going to build a huge building. You know, the Great Wall of China wasn't built overnight. It took some time. And with that time, it became the Great Wall of China. Now, if it was built overnight, it would have been gone. It wouldn't even exist. Because you can't build something that big overnight. It takes time. It takes building it brick by brick by brick. Getting better than the day before. That's the only way. That's the only way. So, this is how you level up. Now, if you watch this 10 years from now, it don't matter when you're watching this. This is the exact recipe how to level up. If you took notes in this video, I promise you, study every single day, become better. Like I say, get 1% better every single day. You will level up. And you will become unrecognizable. And that's the whole goal. To become so unrecognizable that we're able to change our bloodline. That 80 years from now, our great-great-grandchildren is like, this guy right here changed our whole entire bloodline. This guy changed everything because he put in the work. He got right mentally. He got right spiritually. And that's what it's about. So listen, level up, become the best version of yourself. Hold on. Y'all watching this live, but hey, become the best version of yourself. Get right with God. Understand that God is the most important thing in your life right now. I don't care what you're doing. You can be great at whatever. You can be the best businessman. None of that stuff matters if you're not right with God. Get right with God. Get spiritually right. Get right fitness-wise. Get in the gym. Get right with your family. Become a leader in your family. Do right with your family. Like, if you do these things, bro, man, you beat 99% of the world, because 99% of the world is not getting right with God. Don't read the Bible every single day, or read the Bible. They don't go to the gym. They don't eat right. Like, yeah, it might be some billionaires who got all this money, but it's not about just having money. It's not about having just money. It's easy to get billions of dollars. I know that's crazy with me saying that, but I'm a crazy guy. It's easy to get billions of dollars. If you focus on getting money for the rest of your life, and that's the only thing you focus on, you're going to get $1 billion. But, when you get that $1 billion, what is it going to do for you? Okay, you can buy a yacht. Okay, you buy more cars. Okay, you buy more stuff. Okay. How's your family life like? A lot of these billionaires kill themselves. They commit suicide because their family life is trash. They're getting divorced. They're not right with God. They're broken in the inside. They're spiritually broken. They're spiritually broke. Yeah, they might got money. They might be rich. Got fake. But I want you to understand this. Money is just a piece of paper. That's crazy. A lot of you guys are stressing yourselves out. You're doing all of this for just a piece of paper that don't mean anything. It don't mean nothing. Now, I'm not saying money's not important, but you don't gotta kill other people for a piece of paper. You don't gotta steal for a piece of paper. You don't gotta go over your morals, do things that's against your morals for a piece of paper. And like, back to what I was saying with a billionaire, like, they kill themselves. Like, there's a lot of billionaires who kill themselves. And if you read the Bible, it talks about a rich man, most likely probably a billionaire, who was in hell, who lifted up his tongue. Hey man, you gotta understand, brother, like, it's not about just getting money. It's not about just chasing after the next dollar bill. It's about all things. A whole group of things. Getting spiritually right, physical health, fitness, your body. Your body's the temple of God. You're not going to be in this body forever. This body's going back into dust. Yeah, this body is not going to be here forever. Well, you're not going to be in your body here forever. It's going back to the dust. So how is your spirit like? How are you treating this temple that you only have temporarily? How are you treating this body? Next thing, how you eating? How's your diet like? What did you put into your body? What foods are you putting into your body? Are you putting processed food, McDonald's, fake meat into your body? Are you putting all this sugar and all this nasty stuff into your body? You putting this candy, this processed food, this bad stuff into your body? Like, it's way more than just money, brother. You gotta focus on all the categories. All the categories. Because they're all important. Family. That's important. Being there for your kids. Being there for your mom. Being there for your family. Being there for your girl. A lot of guys get divorces and all this stuff happens to them because they don't take care of their female. So if you don't take care of it, who else gonna take care of it? Somebody else will. Just like if you're a business owner, who's going to take care of your team if you're not there? Somebody else will. Somebody else is willing to do something you're not willing to do. So this all goes back to what I was saying. Have the mindset, have the belief that you can do anything. And then not only just have the mindset and belief, but also have the work ethic. Put in the work. Stop being lazy. Stop sitting there on your ass expecting something to fall in your lap. Like, come on, brother. Like, a lot of you guys think something's just gonna fall off the sky and go straight into your lap. And you're gonna have everything you want. You're gonna have your dream life, your dream physique, everything, by not doing nothing, just sitting down, watching TV, playing games. Like, come on, brother. Like, it's time for you to lock in. It's time for you to actually take life serious and stop getting distracted and stop being conformed to this world. Stop doing what the world is doing, what you think is cool. Like, brother, it's time for you to lock in. Because like I said, you only got one life. And you better make the most of it. And go hard every single day and believe that you can achieve anything in this world that you put your mind to. And I don't care who don't believe in you. I believe in you. I don't even know who I'm talking to through this screen, but understand that I believe in you. I don't care if your background is bad, if stuff happened to you in your past. Hey, brother, God gives you grace. God forgives. God has long suffering. So if you're still living, you're living here for a reason. Because if you're not watching this video, if you didn't wake up, you don't have a purpose no more. But if you still got breath in your lungs, if you still breathing, you still got purpose. So God has a plan and a purpose for you because you're still living. Live that purpose out. Live that plan out. And go and get your dream. Whatever you want in life, go get it. And for all the people who don't believe in you, use that as fuel to go after what you want to go after in life. And do the same thing every single day. Have non-negotiables, have standards. Take care of your body, take care of your fitness, eat the right foods, have the right habits, change your habits, and I guarantee you your life will change. I guarantee you're going to level up. I guarantee you will start becoming the best version of yourself. Just do those things, brother. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. Let's go.